Hi, and welcome to my how-to for today. We are going to talk about how to create an Ancestor's website. And before we get started, I just want to show you what it can look like. So I have a few products that I love to use for this. There's so many different ways to do it. Today, we're going to show you Adobe Spark, using Adobe Spark. And it is a program that has a paid version and a free version. But with the free version, you can do everything I'm going to show you today. So without further ado, let's dig right in. So I'm going to open this up and show you what this will look like. All right, so here is my Ancestor's website that this is in edit mode, but I want you to see the finished product. So this is what you can share with your friends and family once you have created this site. So I started with a story about my grandmother and put it in, and I'm just gonna scroll nice and slow with my finger here so that you can kind of get the feel. You can see here, if I click on this link, it would take me to another site that learned more about Franklin, Idaho. So that's where they were born, so I put a little link in there. And then I included photos that I've scanned and information that I've collected about my grandmother and her family and just her growing up life. And then what about documents? A lot of us have documents that we didn't really know what to do with them, right? We've scanned them, but you can put them in as little backdrops and things like that. And it just kind of brings this web page to life. What I love the most about these web pages as I'm showing you this is just how shareable they are. If we print a book, we have to spend a lot of money and print it multiple copies, and then we can't even make edits afterwards, right? But with this website, as I've found new pictures, isn't my great grandmother beautiful? As I've added new pictures and found new stories, found new quotes, you can see here, this is a quote from my grandma that I added to it. This is her and her sister. They loved playing together. I want to scroll a little faster so you can see some of these layouts. So this one's one of my favorite layouts. You can see the photo on the left stays still, and then on the right, we can see pictures and more quotes about them, and just different things I've gathered over the years. And what makes it so great is that I can update it. As I find more things, I update it, and then I share it with my family, and you can kind of get a feel for all these different things you can do with this. So now that you've gotten to see that, let's explore how to actually do that. Does that sound like a good idea? Okay, so let me hurry and share my screen with the other window because I want you to see our editing window now. Okay, so this is Adobe Spark. The way you're going to get there is by going to it's spark.adobe.com. You can see up here on here. And I apologize. I have a habit of keeping my screen kind of little. So I'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see it really good. All right. So once you get here, you're going to log in with you're going to create a free account. And I've already logged in. So I'm going to go ahead and click Start Now. And then I'm just going to show you the very, very basics because you can do a lot of exploring on your own. But you're going to come over here and hit plus and create a web page. One of the cool things about Adobe Spark is there's a ton of different things you can make here, and they make them really simple and awesome. So the web page is what we're working on today. And you can see it looks just like what you were seeing. If you start to scroll down, you can see this is when it's gray like this, that's somewhere that you can put a photo. So you can see you have the option to add photo, text, buttons, videos, photo grid, a glide show, which is like that one, like when the photo stays still and the rest of it's still scrolling. The split layout is when the photo on the left stays still and the side right keeps scrolling. And so there's a whole bunch of different options that you can do as you're working through this to try. So let's go ahead and insert a photo so that you can get a feel for that. Now you can upload from your computer, or I like to keep all my genealogy pictures on Google Photos because I want to be able to access them for any project that I'm ever working on. So all you have to do is link to your Google Photos account. And then once you've done that, when you go in there and click Photo, it's going to say Google Photos, and you can see that it's connected. So now as I click on it, it's going to open up all my Google Photos in this right-hand side. So as that's thinking, I'm actually going to go ahead and add a title. So let's say Story of My Life. And then I can add a subtitle of It's Been Real. And then my photos are still uploading a little. So I will show you if you wanted to add some more text, you just go like that. And let's say I wanted to add a quote. We love this crazy happy life. And then it adds it in a cute little manner like that. You can also hit this add button to add a video. Now it's going to ask you for a link from YouTube that you can insert that URL right here. So you'd upload it to YouTube, Vimeo, or Spark Video, and you'd be able to also then share that link right here, and it will embed it on your website so people can watch it right there. Another fun one is the button, and that's when you can have it so that people actually go to a certain website. So my website, and then you could put www.livestreehouse.blogspot.com, and then I hit save, and now when they click on that, it's going to take them to my website, and I can edit the different things on that later. Another fun thing is the photo grid. So I am going to show you that one now, and hopefully our photos are working because they've connected. I have a lot of photos, so sometimes it takes a while. So let's, instead of using my Google Photos today, we're just going to find free photos from Adobe, which is actually kind of cool when you're doing, so we're going to type in Ancestor and see what happens. So these are photos from Pixabay, so you can use them in your projects. So I want to put this awesome old photo on my grid here. And then what I can do is I can add additional photos. So let's say I want to add these 3 car photos. And what is really fun about these photo grids is that you have a ton of options. So I can drag and drop them and move them around once I've added them. Let's do one more because it's more fun when there's a weird shape. So they're all kind of loading right now. So we're in edit mode. And then sorry, as they load, they don't want me to edit them, but you can just shuffle them around by dragging and dropping them into different spots. Oh, they've changed it. So you hit the over button now. So that's even easier. So you switch them. If you want this red one to stand out, you do this larger photo and you make it bigger. And so now you can see that pulled that one out. You can just move them around and try different things. It gives you a lot of control with the photos. So now I can go back. I can also get Adobe Spark photos and Lightroom things. So there's a lot of different options. Now, if I love that, I can just hit save, and it's going to put my grid right here in my story. I can do the same thing with this photo here, and we'll just go ahead and put this building there. So you can see how it looks to have that photo behind my text and my for my heading. And then let's just show you this last one, and it's this split layout. So you add your image, and then you can add different buttons, different text. And as you add, it's going to lengthen this column on the right, and then it will just slide. And you can do this switch to switch places. So it's really, really simple. You come in, you poke around, you make those changes. And then when you're done building it, all you have to do, you can preview it here, present it here, and that put it in that mode that you saw at the beginning, or share it here. And this is awesome. You publish it and share it, or you can print it, or you can send it to Google Drive, which is new and very exciting. Or you can invite your family to just come see it and view it via an actual email. So you can share the link, or you can send them an email. You can invite them to come help you with it. There's all sorts of things. And the last thing I want to point out is that you can change the theme right here. You can come in here and it will just change it, and it will change the style of the text. It will change the mode of it, and you can kind of see that it just changes with each thing. So lots of fun things to go and try. I have another great one I'm going to tell you about. It's called Woven, and it is incredible and free, and it actually lets you bring in audio files, and there's a lot of cool things we'll do with that. So I will definitely show you that next time I do a how-to, and I hope you learned a little today. Go try it again. It's adobe.spark.com, and enjoy making websites of your ancestors' lives.